Let's run it back with the Nike Tech Challenge 1. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already, why don't you hit that subscribe button. Originally released in 1987, 1988, the Nike Tech Challenge 1, worn on the feet of Andre Agassi during the 1987-1988 tennis season. Originally, the Nike Tech Challenge 1 came in an assortment of colorways that can be seen on display in the pages of Sports Illustrated, as well in product booklets provided by Nike. Now, to my knowledge, this model was designed by Tinker Hatfield, as it has design aspects to the shoe that were floated over to the Nike Tech Challenge 2. As you can see, the midsole is exactly the same as the Tech 2, as well as the outsole is exactly the same as the Nike Tech Challenge 2. The only difference is it doesn't have the visible air bubble. Now, the visible air bubble didn't come in until 1987, so they were trying that with the Air Max 1. And didn't float it over to the tennis version until 1990 with the Nike Tech Challenge 2. Other aspects you can see in the upper is the plastic wing that's very reminiscent of the Tech 2 with a different kind of angle to it, but still has that plastic wing just like the Nike Tech Challenge 2. Nike Air on the heel, as well on the tongue, you could see the original Challenge Court logo, which was changed in 1991 by designer Tom Andrich to this newer logo, which we all know and love today as the greatest Nike logo of all time. You can also see this shoe on display in the 1987-1988 commercial starring Andre Agassi promoting the Nike Tech Challenge 1. Check it out. On this model that I have, this is an original colorway, one of the original, I want to say 4 colorways in the original release. Luckily, I found this in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I live in Winnipeg, Canada, which is very far away, and I have a friend out there who I called on and said, hey, can you go to this guy's house and pick up these shoes for me? I got this model, the Nike Tech Challenge 3, the purple with the original white splatter on the upper from 1991, and an original pair of white Nike Challenge LWP. I got all 3 shoes for $120, all complete. And this one was completely dead stock. As you can see, it has never been worn. It just has yellowed. The insole even has the Nike Tech Challenge logo on it. Very cool shoe. I am very grateful for my friend out in Montreal, Quebec for picking these up for me and wrapping them as best as he could with and shipping them fast speed over. Big shout out to him. You can actually follow his podcast, Into the North, on YouTube. In as I-N and 2 as the number 2, the North. You can follow his podcast. He talks about sports, football, whatever's going on within Canadian culture. Sometimes he brings me in and we talk about sneakers. You can give his podcast a watch. He also does it weekly with my friend Corey. In my opinion, I think this model is long overdue for a retro, so I'm not even going to ask you if you think this should come back as a retro, because I think it should. This is on display in the Nike archives. I have seen a photo of it when they were bringing back the Nike Tech Challenge 2 clothing from 2020, and you can see this shoe on display on the wall. So they do have a model that they can take and do the external scan and get this back into retail. I wouldn't even be angry if they had to reuse the Nike Tech 2 tooling and give us a visible air bubble, as long as everything else is right. I think it would look good with a visible air bubble. So if they have to give us the visible air bubble, I wouldn't mind the Nike Tech Challenge 1 coming back out of the archives. What do you guys all think of the Nike Tech Challenge 1? Is this one that you think is long overdue as well? Do you like the design? I'm pretty sure it is designed by Tinker Hatfield, as a lot of his design aspects are on this shoe. He may have done it in collaboration with another Nike designer, but I'm pretty sure this one is a Tinker Hatfield design. And I'd like to give a shout out to everybody who's been subscribing, leaving comments, and letting me know how I'm doing on the channel. Leaving comments below actually helps my channel out because it gets YouTube realizes that you guys are interested in what I'm talking about, and it helps my channel out, and it also helps you see content like mine from other people. So I really appreciate all the views and the subscribes and the likes to whatever I'm doing or posting. You know, I just talk about shoes in my collection, and I thought that maybe you guys might be interested in what I like, because there's probably a lot of people out there, which I realize there is, going down to Portland and speaking to some of the sneaker collectors and sneaker enthusiasts who were basically all like me. That was probably one of the greatest experiences I ever had. I will try to do a video on that experience as soon as possible, but I'm still recovering from that trip that I had down to Portland, because it was overwhelming and exciting and new and crazy and everything in between. Thank you again for checking out the channel. Let me know what you guys think of the Nike Tech Challenge 1. And until next time, peace.